What up, Detroit? It's Rob Parker, and coming up on Shop Talk, we debate the tears we saw from Ndamukong Suh after the Lions lost to the Cowboys in Dallas. Plus, Greg has a movie review. Great time to go check out a movie that's so cold in the D. And we have a sneaker challenge you don't want to miss. Shop Talk starts right now. Some people think the best place to talk about sports is on the radio. No way, no how. It's in the barbershop. I should know. I'm a sports analyst. Detroit is a 5-point favorite. Devin, save your money, I know. And I own a barbershop in Detroit. And the cats in the barbershop, they think they know everything about sports.
Get ready for Rob Parker's Shop Talk. Real sports, real talk.
Shop Talk TV is brought to you by Bob Maxey Ford and by Wingstop. Also, Nick's Chips.
This is Shop Talk.
Welcome into Shop Talk on this Saturday. I'm Rob Parker. Let's kick it off with Getting Rob, where you get my take on the biggest sports stories of the week. We start with the first ever national college football championship on Monday night, Ohio State against Oregon. I'm going to pick Ohio State. I know it looks like Oregon with all the offense, but Ohio State, Urban Meyer's gang was able to knock off Alabama. They've done it with a third-string quarterback. Everything's going right for Ohio State. I'm going with the Buckeyes. The 2015 Baseball Hall of Fame class is all set. It was announced on Tuesday. Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson, Craig Biggio, and John Smoltz, the Michigan native, all made it into the Hall of Fame. The takeaway from this election is really about Mike Piazza, who got 70% of the vote. Remember, he's been rumored and linked to steroid use, so it looks like he could make it to the Hall of Fame next year with the 75% percentage that you need to get in. If he makes it in, will that open the floodgates for other guys who are linked to steroid use? And finally, the NFL playoffs continue today, but on Sunday, that's the game most will want to see because the Cowboys, who beat the Lions, advance, and they play the Packers in Green Bay. A lot of fans here in Detroit are still salty over that flag being picked up by the officials, helping the Cowboys advance. And now you got to wonder, will Detroit fans root for Green Bay against Dallas on Sunday? I have a feeling they will. Getting Rob is sponsored by Fathead. For real. Now it's time for the big debate. It's sponsored by Bob Maxey, the only Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealer in downtown Detroit. To reach him, call 313-392-9200 or visit them on the web at bobmaxeyford.com. After the Lions lost 24-20 in the playoffs to the Dallas Cowboys, Ndamukong Suh in the press conference had tears. At one point he had to stop, go back outside, regain his composure, and then come back in to finish the press conference. D-Jack, I'm going to start with you. What did those tears mean to you?
I think it was the passion in which he had played with, and he knew he had left it all on the field. He had 2 sacks. He played as hard as he could. I think a little bit of that was the bad call and knowing I left everything out here and I just got cheated. And also I think some of that was, sometimes we see this with athletes, he knew that was it for him. And 5 years with an organization, and for it to end like that, I think that's what some of the tears were.
Teak, were those crocodile tears? Some people were questioning them that, he's trying to change his image and put a different, spin on him so he doesn't look like the bad guy. What'd you get from that?
I think it's real tears, man. You can see he played for the love of the game. He gave his all. And also, it cost him $70,000 too. So don't forget
so
about
was he
that.
crying about
He's crying about the $70,000 too. And the bad call. So, to lose like that, to have that hanging over the loss is terrible, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely take those tears.
E, what about you? What'd you take from the tears?
I thought they were for real. At the end of the day, he is an athlete, and he played one of the most passionate games the Lions have been in his career. So it was probably a sign of things being the end of him in Detroit anyway. He's on his last year of this deal, and it's going to be tough to bring him back, and I think he kind of knew that in the back of his mind.
Bill, you bought into everything?
I did. I thought, man, that dude played. He left everything out there. He played like a beast, a man on fire. And just for you not to really get what you were after you give everything you got, I think, they have those press conferences like right after the game. He didn't have time to really get himself together. He probably would have been worse than that had it been any sooner. So, I believe that, and like everybody's saying, it's the end of the road, and it might be different from now on for him.
I thought, people were saying that they were crocodile tears. I didn't get that. I really thought that it was one of those moments where it's all over, and everything just comes out of you, because this has been talked about for a couple of years, that he was going to bounce when his contract was up. Contract is now officially up with the loss of that game, and now it's time to move on. I'm asking, is there any chance, do you have any feeling that maybe because of what they were able to accomplish, 11-5, going to the playoffs, do you think maybe Sue might reconsider and stay with the Lions? Because it's not really about the Lions. The Lions have offered him a ton of money. It's about Sue making a decision on whether or not he wants to stay.
Yeah, it's the Lions' nature to bring back their superstar guys and pay them that big money, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think the Lions are in a position to pay him that kind of money, especially with the deals like they got with Stafford and Calvin. Unless they restructure, I don't see him coming back. I think someone else will give him that 20.
Bill, what about you?
I think that he might have a change of heart and want to come back. It's a money structure thing. They paid out a lot of money, and they already trapped themselves with the other two cats. I don't know. I don't see it feasibly happening, but I think that he's tied in. People don't think that he's tied in. He's tied in here, and he still wants to be a winner.
Tink, he wants to be in Detroit, or you think he's gone?
I think he wants to be in Detroit. Why not? He's the face of the team. He's definitely, especially for defense. You know what I'm saying? He should stay. You know what I'm saying? Just like the whole thing with Ben Wallace leaving.
Went to Chicago for the big money, right?
So, Lions fans, we are so delusional, some of us. No, he's out of here, man. They offered to make him the highest paid defensive tackle in the history of the game. He still has said no. The only way he comes back, if the Lions bite the bullet, franchise tag him for what, $20 or $30 million.
You can't do that.
Have $10 million left in the cap. That's the only way he comes back. So if that happens, maybe. But outside of that, no. He's not coming back.
I'm with you. I just don't see it. Like I said, this has been out there for a couple of years that he wanted to be gone, and now the time came. And you know what? We saw those tears. That told Detroit, peace, I'm out of here. And I think Ndamukong Suh is gone. Check out the Shop Talk Rundown. Here's what's coming up. More Shop Talk is on the way. Stick and stay, Detroit. If you're looking for a used car, come on down to Bob Maxey Ford on Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Pick up the phone and call Zach and the crew at 888-396-6081. And mention Shop Talk and get an extra $500 off your trade-in.
Serving up hot fashions and style, it's the Restaurant Fashion Bistro Boutique at 18236 West 10 Mile Road in Southfield. Give them a call at 313-449-3603. Open 7 days a week.
You want to keep your car moving? Come to Royal Oak Auto Care. It's the complete auto repair center. Domestic, European, Asian, no matter what make or model, you want to come and see them. 31313 Woodward Avenue in Royal Oak, located next to Dugan's Irish Pub, or call 248-629-7576.
If you have a story, we'll help you tell it. At DMRS Media Group, we are your visual storytellers. We specialize in digital media production and brand communications. We create and produce independent television programming, promotional videos, special event videos, and much more. DMRS will also write and distribute your press release. Give us a call at 313-778-8604 and visit dmrsmediagroup.com.
Now it's time for Homeboy Highlights.
All right, the first homeboy of 2015 belongs to Pistons center Andre Drummond. Earlier this week, the Pistons shocked the Spurs with a last-second bucket for the win in San Antonio. Andre Drummond contributed 20 points, 80% field goal percentage, 17 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block shot. The Pistons extended their win streak to 6 after that victory. Congratulations, Andre Drummond. You are this week's homeboy.
Last night, the Pistons played the Hawks at the Palace, and tonight they take on the Brooklyn Nets. And obviously, the Pistons have been red hot, had a 7-game winning streak at one point, and turned around their season, basically, and it all came on the heels of Josh Smith being released by the team. I'm going to say to you, E, are they bologna or filet, and how much of this success do you attribute to the loss of Josh Smith?
I told you a couple weeks ago, addition by subtraction works better in the NBA than any other league. They're averaging 13 more points on offense without Josh Smith. They're holding teams to about, I think, 10 less on defense. They were undefeated as soon as they traded him. This team's the real deal. Stan Van Gundy's got them believing
real
in the
deal
Eastern
in what?
Conference.
Real deal in what?
They can fall back.
What does that
into
mean?
the playoff spot.
What does real deal mean?
They can make a playoff spot.
Okay. Bill?
I think that now you can see how one guy can affect the team. You know, everybody's talking about, you know, Josh Smith is a cancer and this, that.
No. He's a Capricorn. He was born in January.
but he was destroying the team, but by his attitude and he was a black hole as far as the ball was concerned. And you take him away from it, the ball moves around, the team moves fluidly, attitudes change. It's obvious.
This is just typical prisoner of the moment sports fans. And I'm just going to stop you. Because this same Josh Smith was on this team last year when they went to Indianapolis and beat the Pacers for there was their first home loss. Josh Smith was on that team when they beat Miami with LeBron James, with Bosh, with Dwayne Wade. He was on that team. And it's the perfect storm. That's not to say that it wasn't a good move to get rid of Smith, but that's not the only reason. Jody Meeks, they played 4 bad teams to start this streak, and now I'm impressed that they went to Texas and won back-to-back games. It's not all about Josh Smith.
Man, you telling me Jody Meeks, man, like he Kobe Bryant or something.
It's not that. But they didn't go out and sign him for no reason.
Jody Meeks is hitting 1 or 2 threes a game. I give you that. I've watched all the games. Yeah, he hitting a 3 or 2. It was
3 or 2, he had 7 threes a game.
Rob, it was clearly Josh Smith, man. Greg Monroe is averaging 20 and 15 through this streak. Andre Drummond is averaging 18 and 15 to this streak. It's him. They're not clogging the lane. He's not holding the ball. They're moving the ball movement. Their assists have went up by 5
I want
assists a game.
to stop you. You know basketball. You're a basketball coach, a high school basketball coach. You can't tell me that there were some issues early on with the coaching style of Van Gundy and what they were doing to this team. There's no way this team should have been as bad as it was. Would you admit that? Even with Josh Smith? How could they have been 5 and 23? That doesn't even make any sense as bad as that team was. There were other issues.
I admit that, Rob, but sometimes as a basketball coach, man, they're right. Addition by subtraction, one player really can ruin. I played for the legendary coach Ben Kelso at Cooley. Kelso always told me, man, one bad call in the system can mess up the whole thing. He told me that since my freshman year, and it looks like he was absolutely right.
What's your take?
My take is Josh Smith. He's not there. They're a playoff team. They always was a playoff team, but you can see there was a bad apple in the team. And this is my first time ever actually seeing one player causing so much turmoil in the locker room and on the court. I mean, it's evidently Josh Smith is not there and they winning. And they're a playoff team like they should have been.
Well, I agree. They should have been a playoff team even before the stretch. I was shocked at how bad they were. And I'm just saying, I hear you with the talk. I just think it's easy to look at that. I think that you have to take a look at the whole team, look at the addition of Meeks, look at they're playing better. They're now second and third offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency as far as in the NBA. There's no way you thought this team was going to be second and third in offense and defense.
Smith,
no, it's not. It's not just Josh Smith.
Rob, I'm telling you, man, having a guy around with a negative attitude, a negative vibe, who's not on the same page can ruin the rest of your guys. They won't even want to play. Yeah. Okay, I've seen it.
And we also heard by a couple people saying, all right, Brandon Jennings next. Let's get rid of him. You think you'd have this streak without Brandon Jennings?
Yeah, well, him and DJ Augustine are playing well right now. They've traded good games with each other, getting Drummond involved on offense, knocking some big-time shots. I think Augustine had 26 against Dallas. They're both complimenting each other well.
Guess what, though? I watched that game last night, and I have a text in my phone right now to where I'm still saying Brandon Jennings need to go. He's a ball stopper. He's holding on to the ball.
He's been playing well.
He takes too many bad shots. He's
valuable.
He's very valuable. A lot of teams would take him. Anyway, Pistons are rolling. It'll be interesting to see. They should make the playoffs because they should have made the playoffs when the season started. And in the East, where a lot of teams are down, they could make it. More Shop Talk is on the way. Stick and stay, Detroit.
For the latest in computer technology for Mac and PC, check out Southfield Computer Outlet, 28901 Southfield Road, or call them at 248-557-2222.
Looking for t-shirts, clothing, and gifts? Well, check out tshirtpalace.com. Shop t-shirts or create your own design and upload it. Go to tshirtpalace.com and get started.
If you're looking for a used car, come on down to Bob Maxey Ford on Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Pick up the phone and call Zach and the crew at 888-396-6081. And mention Shop Talk and get an extra $500 off your trade-in.
If you have a story, we'll help you tell it. At DMRS Media Group, we are your visual storytellers. We specialize in digital media production and brand communications. We create and produce independent television programming, promotional videos, special event videos, and much more. DMRS will also write and distribute your press release. Give us a call at 313-778-8604 and visit dmrsmediagroup.com.
Now it's time for Trash Talking Twitter.
At Bill Show 313 says, "Wah, quit crying about the call. Not converting the 4th and 1 is what killed the Lions. You have to play to win." Also, Paul Arrington says, "Forget about the Lions. We had them. And learn off the hook. Go Pistons, eh?"
If you want to trash anyone or anything in sports, hit us up on our Twitter. Time to change gears. Here's hip hop news.
Hey, I'm your girl L. Beasley, and here's the latest in hip hop news. Game responds to a fan on Instagram inquiring about his possible reunion with 50 Cent. After years of speculation that the two rappers could possibly reunite on stage or in the booth, Game responded to a fan on Instagram about the possibility of squashing his beef with 50 Cent and performing some of their collaborations on stage. In a recent Instagram exchange captured by the Shade Room, Game wrote that the reunion would sell out every bleeping venue in the world and shut everything in hip-hop down. But we're sworn enemies, so it ain't gonna happen, he added with the hashtag. In other news, according to Nielsen Music's annual wrap-up, hip-hop albums sold 24.1% less last year than in 2013, with CD sales specifically falling 29.6% over the same time period. By contrast, digital sales fell 21.8% genre-wide. R&B sales fell even more sharply across the board in total sales, CD and digital. On the other hand, hip-hop and R&B both spiked on streaming platforms, with the genres contributing to an industry-wide 54% increase in streaming from the year before. Album sales for all genres fell 11.2% to a collective 257 million units, while vinyl sales were up 51.8%, despite only representing a 3.6% share of total album sales. And finally, hip-hop pays tribute to ESPN's Stuart Scott. Stewart has lost his battle with cancer at 49 years old. In an interview with XXL last July, Scott explained how hip-hop music was an important part of his life. He said, "I like infusing hip-hop into what I do because it's part of who I am," he said at the time. "You've got to be true to who you are and what you do. I'm more of a hip-hop feel person. Music is how you feel. The younger the mind, that's how I want to be. One of the reasons why I do the job the way I do it is because I want to let people know it does not have to be the way society says it has to be." Scott has also been mentioned multiple times in rap lyrics and has even appeared in a few music videos. Most notably, Luther Campbell's Raise the Roof and LL Cool J's Shut 'Em Down. All right, that's the news. I'm your girl, L. Beasley. See you next week.
It's Shop Talk's Cut of the Week.
All right, y'all, I got my guy Chris here. He's rocking a taper fro. Nice taper here, bald at the bottom. Nice line. Check out the back. Nice taper in the back. He's ready for the new year. Scissor the fro. Nice clean cut. Taper fro.
This is strictly a business relationship. You're not buying a new
More
phone,
Shop
you're
Talk
hiring
is on the
an investment
way.
about it.
Stick and stay, Detroit. For the best sports coverage on the web, go to theshadowleague.com. Coverage with a cultural perspective. Check it out. If you're looking for a used car, come on down to Bob Maxey Ford on Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Pick up the phone and call Zach and the crew at 888-396-6081. And mention Shop Talk and get an extra $500 off your trade-in.
For the latest in computer technology for Mac and PC, check out Southfield Computer Outlet, 28901 Southfield Road, or call them at 248-557-2222.
Serving up hot fashions and style, it's the Restaurant Fashion Bistro Boutique at 18236 West 10 Mile Road in Southfield. Give them a call at 313-449-3603. Open 7 days a week.
Now it's time for At the Movies with Greg.
Guys, how are you both?
I'm good, man.
How you
Good.
doing? Doing okay. Like we said, we were talking a little bit sports before.
Yeah.
So, just getting over yesterday.
Sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad for
it's
you
so
guys.
sad.
Hey, but listen, Detroit football is getting a lot better.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It could be a lot worse, man. It could be back to the old days where you didn't have anything to cheer for. This time.
0-16.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
So
No, they're looking incredible.
Yeah, they are.
And the Tigers. And the Tigers.
Tigers.
Guys,
Red-
look, I'm a Miami fan. Things are a lot worse on our football field right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, you know what? In Miami, Detroit, wherever, they just need to go out and see this movie
There you go.
so
That's
they
right.
can laugh.
That's the
That's
best way
right.
to
And
get
have
over
a good
loss.
time. That's right. It's like, dang it, we lost. Well,
There
you
you
want
go.
to be a winner?
Wedding ringer.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go
Go
wedding
see the
ringer.
wedding
It's true.
ringer.
It's
I
true.
agree.
It's been scientifically proven that the wedding ringer will make fans.
true.
It's true.
That's so true.
I read the study.
So
Yeah.
true.
I conducted the study.
Oh, okay.
But I also read it, and what it determined is that fans of football and losing teams in particular, and winning teams
Right,
both,
right.
when they go see the wedding ringer, it makes them happy to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
And also, you even have stuff in there for football fans.
We do.
Joe
We
Namath.
have one Joe Namath,
Too Tall Jones.
Yeah.
Too Tall Jones,
John Riggins.
John Riggins.
John Riggins.
I mean, listen, we went and got some Hall of Famers to come be a part of this movie. That's how special it is.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you guys.
Let's welcome in D-Jack, our football
So,
guru here in the
what's up, man?
shop.
What's up, man?
And, of course, we're going to talk about the football game of the week in the NFL playoffs. It is Aaron Rodgers against Tony Romo, a playoff game a lot of people want to see because these two quarterbacks have been unbelievable. Tony Romo, 8-0 on the road this season, 22 touchdowns and just 2 picks. Aaron Rodgers at home, 8-0, 25 touchdowns and a bagel, no interceptions.
It's incredible.
How does this game shape up? Who you like?
Actually, believe it or not, I got the Cowboys.
Wow.
I got the Cowboys for the simple fact Packers can't stop the run. The Cowboys are going to run. The Lions held them to 73 yards running. That's their Achilles heel. I don't think the Packers are going to be able to do that. We know Aaron Rodgers is not all the way 100% also, so that's a key factor.
Tony Romo and the boys are going to run the ball. They're going to pass the ball. I actually got them pulling the upset. I actually even almost got them going to the Super Bowl, unfortunately.
I don't see it that way in this standpoint. And I hear you on the running the football. Great point. I don't see the Cowboys being able to win 9 straight games on the road. I just think that is a phenomenal, unbelievable thing to be able to win that many games on the road. And I think there's a chance that they will lose this game. I still believe in Aaron Rodgers. I saw him against the Lions, even not 100%. Remember, he had to leave that game, came back, and still was able to get it done. I think the Packers win on the road.
I don't know, Rob.
I mean, at home, I should say.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. Aaron Rodgers looks like one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. But him hurt, he's not. You get what I'm saying? And the Cowboys' defensive lineup, you watch the Lions game, they're starting to apply some pressure, starting to play better. A not healthy Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately, I got to go with the Cowboys.
Oh, that's fair. I just don't see Cowboys being that good to win that many games. It's hard in the NFL to win that many games on the road. It's not like winning 3 games on the road to get to the Super Bowl. Teams have done that. 8 in a row, and then that means that they'd have to win all these games on the road. I don't see it. I see them losing.
Got a score?
Yep. I got Packers 27, Cowboys 24.
I got the boys 31-24 at Lambeau.
All right, we'll see. Enjoy the game.
Here's the Instagram shop of the day.
Check out Headline Barbershop, located at 286 Baldwin Avenue in Pontiac, or give them a call at 248-499-4507.
If you want your shop featured, hit us up on our Instagram account, Shoptalk TV.
Now it's time for a segment we call What You Sportin'. What You Sportin' is sponsored by the Restaurant Fashion Bistro on 10 Mile and Southfield Road. This week we welcome in Chris. What up? How you doing? And of course Mo, one of our A1 barbers at Sporty Cuts and a longtime champ on What You Sportin'. But Chris, what you sportin'?
Today, I think I'm going to kill Mo today with the classic wheat Timbs, man. You're wearing with a variety of things.
I like that. And you talking mad stuff. All right, what you sporting?
You know, I got the polo boots on right now. You know, the Timbs is all right. Anybody can wear those. But you got to be a special guy to rock the polo boots. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, look at
you
this.
You got to have that style. You know what I'm saying? Mad Max had them on. You feel me?
All right, put them back up. Let's take a look at them.
Head to head, man.
You know what? No, those are sweet. I love those a lot. But you know what? Ain't nothing better than wheat Timbs. Put your foot down. They are the winner.
There we go.
Again.
There we go.
That's like 4 times in a row right there.
All right, that's our show for this week. Don't forget, Pistons host the Nets tonight. Enjoy the game.
Interested in sponsorship or advertising on Shoptalk TV? Give us a call at 313-948-6100.
And check out our podcast every week. Join Eric Vincent and myself, Rob Parker, on the Shop Talk podcast.